Hello everyone. Today we're talking about opportunity and spare moments. But first, I want to share a little logistics info with you. As you've seen in my previous videos, I've inherited my head of hair from my dad being none on top. So I shave it because I don't want to look like Ben Franklin or Einstein in my old age with long hair coming down the sides and nothing on top. So today, to keep my shine from distracting you from the message, I'm going to be wearing a hat, but not just any hat. In our house, when we travel or do something fun, we usually buy a baseball cap or some other type of headgear. I'm going to switch out a different hat every day that I'm shooting a video. My plan is to relate the particular hat with the message. You may write in the comments your guesses while you listen to the message before the reveal at the end. Today is vintage 1970. You know, life's not made of only grand occasions like my mom's 89th birthday that we celebrated in Charleston last night, but it's also built in the quiet hours, the unnoticed moments, and the opportunities hidden in plain sight. Like the delay in posting today. You see, when I got home from Charleston this afternoon and went to turn on my computer to start working on this video, I found that my on switch was broken, so my computer would not turn on. How it broke in the last 24 hours after I shut it off yesterday before driving down to Charleston, I have no idea. So the opportunity that I had today comes after the frustration of trying to fix my own computer, then having to drive 30 minutes over to the computer shop, spend $60 and another hour to have them replace the on switch, and then drive 30 minutes back home. So what did I do while I had this idle time? I wrote this script. Many people imagine that success only comes through one great chance, a single door that swings open and changes everything. In reality, success is shaped by the way that we use ordinary opportunities and redeem spare moments. Opportunity rarely announces itself with trumpets. It often arrives disguised as hard work, small beginnings, or as me today, interruptions. We'll just have to see what this interruption of my schedule today leads to. I found that a person who waits for the perfect chance will wait forever. The person who takes hold of what lies before him, no matter how small, will find that each step leads to another. Great enterprises often grow out of humble duties and faithfully done. As I find spare moments such as this, I see them as what I call gold dust of my time. A few minutes wisely used each day will accomplish more than those hours wasted in idleness. The student who spends spare moments in study gains stronger education, while others waste their youth squandering what they could never get back, time. The worker who redeems idle time to improve his skill soon rises above his peers. Over the 63 years of the 89 years that I've known my mother, I found her to fill every quiet moment with prayer and productive activity. And this was leaving an influence that shaped generations. But too often these moments are squandered by people who wish better for themselves. Hours vanish in distraction, days slip away in trivialities, and the person who wastes spare time wakes to find that years have been stolen, not by catastrophe, but by neglect. Opportunities lost in youth rarely return in old age. Trust me, I know. While I have accomplished a lot with my life, I can only imagine where I would be if I had had the mindset that I had today about my time. We have plenty of examples of those who seize the moment that history now honors. My favorite American founding father, Benjamin Franklin, filled his evenings in youth with study while he was apprenticing in a print shop. Of course, he was preparing for his ultimate greatness. Charlie Kirk, instead of going to college, used his spare time to master the scripture and civics so that he could share his view of God and country with millions of young Americans. Countless of innovators, leaders, and reformers have taken these interruptions and turned them into what we call turning points. Every life is filled with opportunities disguised as duties. The child asking a question, the neighbor seeking help, and the unexpected challenge at work that are not accidents, but instead they're appointments. To embrace them faithfully is to live a life of continual growth. To ignore them is to drift into mediocrity. To think and live rich is to recognize that every moment counts. Do not spite small beginnings. They are the seeds of greatness. Do not waste idle hours. They are the building blocks of your legacy. Train your eyes to see opportunities where others see inconvenience, and your hands to redeem spare moments when others waste them. Life is a chain of moments for you to use well and forge a life of strength, influence, and honor. Waste them, and you forfeit the only wealth that cannot be restored: time. As we sign off, this cap is Jennifer's, my wife, who was born in 1970. She's not only vintage, but in her later years of her profession, she has started up her own businesses, as well as a nonprofit preschool with 78 staff and 100 children with special medical needs. Jennifer is never idle. The only time that she rests is when she's required to refresh and reset her physical and mental health. You can learn more about her at Apparo Academy. That's Apparo Academy.org. So we'll see you tomorrow with a different hat and a new lesson. Think and live rich.